friends, another exciting friend here, Arthur. Arthur is a part of Mobext, which is one of the most, which is the largest mobile marketing agency in the world. They have 19 offices worldwide, and they've got hundreds of campaigns, I'm sure, and they've got a huge reach, and they do a lot of campaigns. So, do you want to talk a little bit more about the exciting campaigns that you do and what kind of business you run, Arthur?
Yeah, Mobext is a mobile marketing agency. So, as you mentioned, we're present in 19 markets worldwide. We are part of the Havas Group, which is the 6th largest media agency in the world. And in Asia Pacific, we have operations in 7 markets, so including India. Yeah. So, as a mobile agency, what we do is we act as consultants for advertisers. We help them promote their products and their brands using mobile.
So you sort of integrate the multiple pieces for the mobile ecosystem to come alive for an advertiser. Is that the way it works?
That's right. So we help an advertiser manage mobile campaigns from an end-to-end basis. So from strategy, technology, creatives, media, so all in one house.
Okay. Buying also.
Buying, yeah.
Okay. Oh, excellent. Obviously, I was struck by the kind of examples that Arthur quoted. A couple of them that sprang to mind were basically Domino's and Volvo, right? You want to talk about the kind of campaigns that you do and what kind of different storylines exist for these campaigns?
Yeah, the Volvo example, the first one, the Domino's example, is an example which shows you the power of mobile from a retail perspective, in the sense that mobile goes beyond just marketing. Mobile can actually serve as the new storefront. And if you think about it, how much will it cost you to build a new store?
A lot of money. Yeah.
A lot of money, but how much will it cost you to build an app? Not as much money. And yet look at the results with Domino's. So the app was downloaded 500,000 times, and in just 6 months we were able to generate £3.4 million worth of revenue. So the app is a marketing tool, a communications tool, a loyalty tool, and a commerce tool all in one. So it's a store in your pocket.
Okay. And Volvo, you had other examples as well. I just want to run.
Volvo, we did a lot of stuff for Volvo, but one of the major ones we did was a partnership with Major League Baseball, because the target market of Volvo is the male enthusiast who's very much into baseball. And Major League Baseball in the US is huge. They have an online version and an iPad version. So for iPad, you download the app and you pay for it. So it's a paid content model, and you get to watch Major League Baseball on your iPad, on your iPhone, but you pay for it. So what we did there was Volvo sponsored the cost of that. So you get to watch baseball for free using the MLB, Major League Baseball app, in exchange for advertising. So in exchange, in between, just like a TV experience, you see advertising, but it's all from Volvo. So there's 100% share of voice within the app, and the results were very good.
Fantastic. So just imagine this: you've got the television, channel all to yourself, where only your brand's ads can appear. There's no other brand that can appear. I think it's a mind-blowing experience, particularly highly targeted as well. Obviously, it was very successful in terms of what it did, in terms of the leads and other things that were generated. Talk a little bit more about how this entire game is evolving across the different geographies. So, is there a difference between how mobile advertising agencies work in, let's say, first world, where developed markets, versus what is happening in the emerging markets, and within emerging markets, what's the difference? What do you see?
In general, like our agency did a recent study on Asian advertisers' attitudes towards mobile marketing, and we took away Japan because it's a totally different market. China is not a part of it because it's a huge market by itself. So we studied 6 markets, the developed markets in Asia, specifically Singapore, Malaysia, and Hong Kong, and then the developing side of it, which is Indonesia, Philippines, and India. And what we found out in general is that the rate of adoption for mobile marketing in the developed markets are higher compared to the developing markets. And I think the reason for that is in the developed markets, there are more sophisticated forms of mobile marketing available, rich media, smartphones, tablets, allowing advertisers to spend more in the medium, in the sense that the experience is the same as other mediums they're comfortable with. TV, so you can do video on the mobile phone. Whereas in the developing markets, we're still reaching that stage where smartphones are pervasive. In India, I think it's less than 6 to 8% of the population. It's still a huge number, but as a proportion of the total, it's still small. That being said, there's still a lot of potential in terms of feature phones. So SMS marketing, I cited a lot of examples earlier in my talk on SMS marketing. It's still a significant portion of the business, but as the market matures in India, Indonesia, Philippines, and other developing markets, I think mobile spend will increase with it. Because we can do more sophisticated stuff, we can do more engaging campaigns.
And how do you think the other parts of the ecosystem, as they develop payments, for instance, or the fulfillment or geo-locationing or any of those things, how are those impacting this entire game?
Well, there's a lot of technology, obviously. Mobile payments is one big area, but I think there's still a lot of fragmentation. It's still going to take a lot of time before that really reaches pervasiveness. There's a lot of competition in the space. Who will end up controlling the ecosystem? Is it going to be the PayPals of this world? Is it going to be the telecom operators? Is it going to be the banks? Everyone's trying to get into it, and the problem with that is that it creates problems. It creates problems in terms of a uniform approach to the whole system, and it leads to fragmentation, which is an issue. So yeah, it's a topic by itself, but as mobile moves along, I think eventually people will figure it out. The industry has to band together to create a common standard for anything to really be adopted. There's a lot of talk about NFC, but again, will it reach to the level of pervasiveness? I don't think so. So there has to be a uniform approach to everything.
Interesting question, Arthur. We've heard about a lot of forms of advertising, a lot of forms of marketing, right? What is it, in your opinion, about mobile marketing? What is the killer app of mobile marketing that delivers something that no other form of marketing does? Why should be the reason that people will adopt this more than anything else?
I think the biggest thing for me for mobile is the fact that it makes every other media interactive. It is the medium that allows you to interact with every other form of media.
Okay.
TV, radio, print, mobile is the medium that
brings those alive.
Yeah. So and for me, that of course it can't be a standalone advertising medium by itself. But for me, the bigger opportunity is just using mobile across all touch points and giving consumers the power to interact with every medium.
Fantastic. Last question, really. It's about you. You're from the Philippines. You obviously are a globetrotter. You've been around and all that stuff. So what drives you? What motivates you?
Well, I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. Before my company got acquired by Havas, and it's now Mobext, at least in the Philippines. I love startups, so I love creating new stuff. I love starting new businesses, and in this sense, Mobext is a startup in Asia because we're just rolling out Mobext across other markets. So it's interesting and it's fun.
Fantastic.
And mobile is the future.
It's the process of creationism as well as the fact that it's the future.
Yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations. Best of luck. I'm sure we'll continue to hear from you.
All right.
Go along.
Okay.
Cheers.